All right, what's going on, y'all? It's Young Ling Jr. here. So let's just follow through. So Kris Jenner, mother of Kim Kardashian, so she testified in trial, and she went on the witness stand. She thought that China was going to kill Rob. Now, dating back, so the reason why they're in court right now is because Black China is suing the Kardashians for future and past economic damages. Okay, and she's blaming them. It's $100 million lawsuit, and she's blaming them because they were responsible for allegedly they were responsible for canceling her show, her reality TV show, with her and her baby daddy Rob. And so and it could be a variety of things. If that if there was behind all of that, because she's economically starving from that particular decision. So, and her lawyers, man, it was kind of interesting. So Kris Jenner says she fully thought Black China was going to kill Rob Kardashian. So when she pointed a gun to his head, I remember that, and she said it was no way. She think it was a joke. Now, Kris was back on the stand Friday for his second day testimony in China's trial. So she claimed she thought Black China tried to murder her son Rob back in December 2016. Now, Rob's mom hurled the allegations. They was almost right out the gate. So China's lawyer asked if she believed China attempted murder on her son. So Kris, of course, responded saying, I do. So Kris says she came to a conclusion after looking at everything on back then between Rob and China. She claimed that Rob had marks all over his body from a phone cord. So that phone cord she wrapped around his neck, and she thought, and then he had a torn shirt. So this was like a high indication, like, okay, so I know like their relationship is toxic, and I'm very fearful of my son's life with dealing with this woman. Now it comes a little bit more. She said Kris said she felt China had animosity and hatred towards her family, saying that alcohol was involved. China pointed a gun at Rob's head in the situation at the moment. And as reported, China claimed that she pointed a gun to Rob as a joke. Of course, she was being prosecuted. She was asked about that, and she insisted that the phone cord was just a joke as well. They was just playing around. Now, Kris was asked why she didn't call the police if she thought China was going to kill her son. This is what I was thinking. Like, okay, when we were doing the cross examinations, I was like, okay, now this is a little interesting. It's a little kind of slick here. China's lawyer, but it was brilliant. She said she thought Black China had enough problems with the cops over the past few years. She thought the LAPD was going to do an investigation. They was going to have everything under control. So she felt like she didn't have to go overboard and call the police if she was that concerned. Now, she get this, that Kris was asked about a text she sent when she wrote, Rob is devastated and he needs to ditch the B. Kris told the jury that she sent the text in anger when she was very upset, and adding, I probably could have said a word that was a little bit nicer. So China's lawyer again was asking, like, okay, why you want to use a nicer word, describe someone she believed tried to murder her son. So she's trying to flip it, like, okay, if you believe somebody's trying to murder your son, why are you trying to have a nicer word? Why are you trying to justify it with a nicer word? It doesn't make any sense. I'm not going to be too nice. The average person not going to be too nice to someone that's trying to murder their loved ones. Kris was then shown another text message she sent to the showrunner behind Rob and China reality TV show. Okay, when Kris wrote, let's take her off the show and just make it Rob raising the daughter. Wow. That was all those text messages, man. Text messages, man, they can use against you in court. That's why she sent the text. Kris explained, this is my son that has been traumatized, and I was just trying to figure out what to do. She started crying on the stand as she compared Rob having a gun pointed to his head and he was tied up in a bathtub in Paris. So, man, I'm gonna go ahead a little bit further. Said Kris was also asked about another text where she claimed China beat the crap out of Rob's face and the meaning behind it. And her explanation, Kris drew a laugh from the courtroom crowd when she referenced the Will Smith, Chris Rock smack. And Kris was pressed about equating the Oscars. Okay, so I mean, this could probably be led to, like, hey, the way you treated my son. Hey, I don't want them being around each other. I just want to eliminate as much time with them as much as possible before he end up losing his life. Now, it would be very interesting. I would love to see Rob testify in court. I know all the Kardashians was there and things of that nature. Actually, TMZ was around Black China's mom, and they was just, I don't know if she was making any threats, but it was actually threats towards Kris Jenner. It wasn't towards the judge. And I understand that she's not to protect the integrity of the case. Black China's lawyer was telling her mom, like, hey, don't stay off social media, don't talk about this case, because anything you say can be used against you in a court of law. We got to keep the integrity of the case for real. Like, so, and I completely understand that under law. So, man, this case is interesting too, man. I mean, you know, I know she needed that money. She got like what, kids and stuff. I know one about Tyga and things of that nature. So, I mean, she got to keep up with that lifestyle, and that show was pretty much the bulk of her money. So, if the Kim Kardashian, say allegedly, if they were responsible for canceling her show due to the relationship with Rob and from her Kris Jenner's point of view, man, I mean, I don't know, man. That could be a little fishy though. I mean, I don't think she has any business dealing with their economics. But hey, we got to see, man. You know, I get it though. I mean, from a mom's point of view, you want to, you know, take care of your kids and make sure, even I don't care how old they are, you know, that's your loved one. You want to make sure they're in the best interest at hand, especially they with a nice mate or a spouse or some type of significant other, you know, that will treat them with respect. So we have to see, man. But a lot of this stuff is coming out. It's just still in the beginning, but I want to go ahead and talk about this, man. See what you guys think about this. I think it's going to get a little bit interesting too, because you got to hear from I'm hear more from Black China and everything. So, but you can see, like, man, you know, the China family, they are really against the Kardashians at this moment. So we have to see about this, man. Hopefully she get her show back, or if all this settles, if she wins or not, or she get the money and use that money to invest and do other things, take care of her kids. But that's all I really have to say. You guys continue to like, comment, subscribe, share this video. And the only thing I want to add too with Black China, I mean, they can use a lot of things against her too, that she, you know, alcoholic, or she do all this kind of stuff. She's not unfit mother. She can't even take care of her own kids. She don't have full custody. Tyga's, you know, kid. So, you know, her kid with Tyga. So it's, I don't know. It can get kind of messy, man, but we'll see. It's your boy Ellie Jr. Like, comment, subscribe, share this video. I'm out. Deuces.